go get them again.
Welcome back to the Robe Toy channel. I'm your host, Mark, and on the docket today we have an unboxing first impression video on the brand of Fort Manlé, and this one right here is the new bottle presentation, so I'm looking forward to that. This was a launch when they reintroduced their line, or relaunched their line basically. This one called All the Queen's Men, so it was a new release back then. I have my old bottle here of 40 Thieves here. You know, I'm notorious. If you go on my YouTube channel and you Google 40 Thieves on YouTube and you see me, you'll see that not that I've been bashing the new bottles, but I've been saying, you know, I prefer the older bottles, but I've only seen them, you know, on my computer screen, right? I'm comparing them both. And there's probably a good reason why they rebottled their whole line. Caps might have been more expensive, or the person that did these just went out of business or was asking too much money. Maybe the plaques were too expensive. God knows. Maybe if I did, you know, a big Google search, maybe we'll know why. Maybe somebody can comment below if they know why that they changed the bottle. So it's my first time actually seeing the new bottle in hand. So we'll see if I change my tune when I have it in my hand to just compare them both. So that's why 40 Thieves is here. And this was released back in 2022, so that's when they did that new launch. So they discontinued a bunch, they relaunched some of their line, and then they introduced a couple scents with the line with the new bottles. And this was part of the new ones that they introduced. So I'm looking forward to it. Fort Manlé, honestly, if you go check out my channel and the ones that I have unboxed or talked about or did test drives and reviews and things like that, it is a brand up my alley. You'll never see me, and knock on wood, but you know, this is not a brand that I'll be like, kind of like Montal, Montserrat, you know, and numerous other like Xerjoff and stuff like that, some niche brands, and then you smell them, you're like, this smells like a $50 designer, right? You're never going to feel that way, and again, knock on wood, right? You never know, but I feel like they have complexity, and a lot of them are darker, and that's right up my alley. Using stuff like, kind of like amouage does, right? You're gonna have some dried fruits, you're gonna have some spices, you're gonna have some woods. Those are the kind of things that I enjoy. So let's get into it. I'm excited about this. Of course, it's a Fragflex returned product, so I'm looking forward to it. And let's get into it. So if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button, smash the like button, much appreciated. And if you are returning, welcome back. Missed you. Hit the like button, even though you're subscribed. I really appreciate it. Not that this is going to go against influencers. They have, in their early journey, this brand did give out free bottles, to be quite transparent with you. They did. A lot of their hype within the fragrance community was not, it was not, I wouldn't say not truthful, but it wasn't just a organic hype. And a lot of brands, like lately, that's where, like, I love an organic brand that comes on to the platform and you're like, wow, okay. Unfortunately, these days, that's very rare now. The talking heads that have a lot more subscribers than me are bought and paid for. Nobody is going to organically love stuff. It's not going to go from Curly, Jeremy, Gent Scents, Stay Fresh Productions, all these guys bought, paid for. So there's nothing that will be like, oh, Curly liked it, let's try it, and then Gent Scents tries it, and they all like it. Nobody's getting paid. It doesn't happen anymore in our fragrance community, unfortunately. But if you go in lower numbers, there is small communities that do that. So keep that in mind. It's really truthful in social media that the smaller communities are the better communities, honestly. So let's take a look at the no breakdown. Enough about social media. I could probably do a 2-hour video on social media. All the Queen's Men. Let's take a look at the no breakdown and let's see what I think I'm going to be getting. In the top, we got dried fruits, which is exactly what I would assume from this brand. In the mid, we got honey, rum, and vanilla, so booziness, sweetness. And in the base, we got cinnamon, woods, and fir. So exactly how I described the brand earlier in this video. I was like, I need some dried fruits, I need some woods, I need some spices, things like that, and you have them all here. So released in 2022. Obviously, the nose is the in-house Perfume, the Sigh 4. And let's see the new packaging, right? Boxes, you know, it's actually quite nice. Like you know, it's not generic. They actually put like a, you know, some thought into it. You see the stamp right there. So interesting. And then you got a box within a box, you know, the whole Zerjoff. There's a million boxes before you see your fragrance, but you know, attention to detail. I like that. It's embossed. And there's the new bottles. Not a huge dent into it. So a legit returned product, the Frag Flex. Congratulations, whoever returned this product. You know, you didn't swindle Frag Flex. So the bottles themselves. Yeah, this is a sticker. So maybe that's where they cheapened out, was the plaque. The plaque was getting expensive, perhaps. I'm a big fan. Like the details are still there, but there's a big difference from a plaque here, the metal detail versus a sticker detail. It's a big difference. Cap's nice. Lots of detail on the cap. Heavy cap, actually. Very heavy cap. Holy. Yeah. So, am I saying it's a worse presentation? Yes. Atomizer is a black atomizer. Yeah, oh yeah, they used those in the past. Okay. They're okay. You know, I'm not gonna, you know, obviously the past is the past, but versus a lot of other products out there, tons of brands use stickers instead of plaques, right? Not too many brands, and that was probably the one thing I really liked about it, is that you put money into it. But I totally understand presentation is not everything anyway. But let's delve into it. All the Queen's Men. Let's see what we get. Atomizers, okay, kind of weak sauce, honestly. So it's a 50 mil, and at the pricing, it does retail at Lucky Scent for 250 USD for 50 mil, or you could pay 111 USD on Frag Flex. So that is a big difference in regards to what you're going to be paying for. Plus, you get my code, of course, on Frag Flex, 10% off. There you go. It's even cheaper. So let's sniff this one. Ooh, it smells like dried fruits, 100%, definitely. And cinnamon. It really brought me to potpourri, where I'm sure a lot of you know about this, but my mom, when I was smaller, there was potpourri in the house, you know, like dried leaves and stuff like that, and had a smell to it. This smells like that cinnamon, dried fruit. It's sweet, it's fruity. There's some wood aspects. There's some honeyed sweetness. There's some resins. Spices are really the one thing that is standing out to me right now is the fruit and spices, but mostly the spices. Yeah. Let's put it on the skin. Now it's starting to make me think of kind of like a cider, just because the dried fruit and the cinnamon in here is kind of making me think of that, because there's a syrupiness. There's like a nectar kind of scent profile here. Yeah. Oh yeah. The spices jump up at me a little bit. They're heavy. And with the dried fruit, yeah, it makes you kind of think of a nectar or like some sort of cider or something like that. Perhaps more of a dessert side of things, maybe. It's not gourmand, I would say, but the honey really helps that thought process of honey, cinnamon. And I know I'm going in gourmand or dessert territory here. Rum, not so much. Dried fruit, yes. Like immediately, you know, I'm wearing the perfect type of sweater here today. This is fall, Thanksgiving in a bottle, Christmas time. It is a seasonal fragrance. Like I hate putting those in like there's these little boxes like Burberry London, right? Seasonal. You bring it out for Thanksgiving and Christmas because it just screams that theme. And the fur, you know, there's fur in here, balsam fir, so that kind of makes sense. Like the woods, the greens, the cinnamon, the vanilla, the honey, the dried fruit. Yeah, the dried fruit's like raisins. If you kind of want to have like some sort of thinking, honeyed. I don't, like, I feel like the theme here will make some people think of rum or booziness, but I don't get any booziness. And I think the syrupy aspect with the spices will kind of make you, like, kind of fool you a little bit and kind of make you think. And again, there's nothing wrong with saying that this is a boozy fragrance to you. I don't smell anything in that manner, but I could see that the spices, the dried fruit, and the honeyed sweetness, the syrupiness, and the density of this fragrance will make you think that. So that is the one note that I'm kind of shying away from a bit. Everything else, like the note breakdown, is perfect. It's exactly what you're going to get out of the fragrance. Now you just need a fragrance reviewer like myself to tell you about the volumes, right? A perfect time to subscribe to me when I review this thing, and I'll talk to you about the dry down and the volumes and which one's bigger on the totem pole. But right now, off this strip and off my skin, woods, fruit, dried fruit, raisin kind of dried fruit kind of thing, honeyed sweetness, and cinnamon. Done. Yeah, and the dried fruit and the cinnamon is your main player in here. Very well done, very well balanced. Rasai is really good nose. There is sometimes that you're like, oh, some stuff kind of is a little, there's edges to some of his fragrances. Like you feel like he didn't, let's say they don't, how can I say that? They're not well blended, we'll say. Like you feel like there's rough edges and it could be a little more smooth, we'll say. Rasai is kind of known for some rough edges, which I don't see that as a knock to the nose, depending on what kind of scent profile you're doing. These kind of scents, I prefer rough edges. I prefer ups, downs as far as volumes go in the scent profile. Yeah, this is good stuff. And how much is this retail? $250 USD, so Canadian. I'm looking at almost $3 for this. Would I spend $3 on this? Probably not. But discounter wise, like this is 110 USD, 111 on Fragflex plus my coupon code. Right, Canadian, now you're looking at 150 maybe, something like that. Give or take. Yeah, that's well worth it. Like people are buying fucking, pardon my French, Dior Sauvage for more than that. Yeah, this is way more artistic, way better. However, I don't want to put it in a box, but it's very seasonal for me. With a guy with a collection like me, and even then, I have so many seasonal, like excellent seasonal fragrances. Like, I mean, I could do like a top 50 Christmas type scents. No joke. Half of them get used in like 10 years with me. Yeah. So at the end of the day, I know this is running a little long, but yeah, this is exactly what I came to expect. First of all, from the brand, from this nose. This is no slouch. It's exactly where it's slotted in. The note breakdown, there's no real surprises here. Everything is in place. I smell basically everything that's in here. The only thing I would caution against is don't think, at least in my experience right now, don't think this is as boozy as some reviews say. So if that is your major focus, I would recommend to sample just to make sure that your nose does catch that kind of, especially if you like boozy fragrances. I don't know if that's in that wheelhouse personally. It's more of a kind of like a cedar, or a cider, sorry, not a cedar planks, a cider than anything. It has that honeyed, syrupy, it feels like there's cinnamon sticks just dripping in that cider and a little bit of dried fruits. Yeah, that's my thought process. Perfect for fall. Perfect for fall. So one that it is on my hit list in regards to just off this impression. I will get it, but not for retail. I may even get like a split on it. I've done that before with Fort Manley's. I think actually this one I got 50% of the bottle, which isn't much. It's 25 mils, but I did that a few years back. And a guy like me, I don't need more, like 30 mils, 25 mils, and getting the bottle in my collection is perfectly fine for me. So All the Queen's Men, another solid release from the brand of Fort Manley. It is a brand that I want to delve more into it. I should have more videos on this brand personally. They're pretty good in my personal opinion. I know some people don't like Russai's penmanship. I think there's a lot of people that I respect their noses. And then they can say whatever they want. They say that he's a little sloppy in regards to his penmanship. You know, there's rough edges and things like that. So I can see that, but at the same time, I appreciate this kind of scent. This is good. Now, this one is available at fragflex.com. I just checked. You know, it's 111 USD on Fragflex without my code. And you can use my code, TFG10. You get 10% off of that. So there you go. Yeah, a good one. And they do carry, of course, Fort Manley across the board on that site. And my coupon code, you can keep using it. You don't have to purchase this with it. It is site-wide. And at the same time, it doesn't expire. So you can use it as much as you want. Now that you heard my take, I'd love to see yours in the comments below. Good, bad, and the ugly, right? You can talk about we can discuss the bottles in the comments if you want. I think I've said my piece, but you can say what you feel about it. And the brand, and this scent personally, and even the nose. There's a lot to discuss. If you wish to do so in the comments, I do my best to reply back as well. And as always, a great or poor fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your scent wisely. Thanks for watching YouTube. Have a good one.